You're watching Dancing!
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the fountain.
Well, it's that time again.
With
You finished your turkey, and now it's time to put up those Christmas decorations. But do you ever sit down and wonder, where did we get all this stuff? Is it really as secular and pagan as it's made out to be now? Or does it have a Catholic meaning to it? Believe it or not, it's Catholic. A long time ago, back in the Eastern churches, they used to celebrate the feast of Adam and Eve on December 24th. And in the Middle Ages, they had plays that they used the Paradise Tree in. And with the Paradise Tree, they would use to remind us of the Garden of Eden. And they would decorate the tree with bulbs of apples and everything. And also, the lights would also represent the ancestry of Jesus in the pyramid form. By the 15th century, when the Paradise Tree and all the plays were suppressed, they started moving the trees inside. Therefore, they started the Christmas tree. The custom of putting lights in a window was actually begun by Catholics in Ireland during the times of persecution when Mass was outlawed by the British. They would place a candle in the window on Christmas Eve so that any priest passing by would know that this is a safe place to offer Mass at. Even Santa Claus, or St. Nicholas, used to be the Bishop of Myra, or modern-day Turkey.
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.
Of course, there are many things we need to remember to do during this Christmas season, like sending out Christmas cards, buying gifts, wrapping gifts. Sometimes we get so busy that sometimes we forget all about the Advent season, where it's time for us to slow down and really learn the virtue of patience. Another thing to remember during the Christmas season is the true story of Christmas. So, Jake and I are going to read you the Christmas story. Right, Jake?
Okay.
Okay. About 2,000 years ago in the town of Nazareth, there lived a young woman named Mary. She was engaged to be married to Joseph, who was a carpenter. One day an angel appeared before her and told her she was going to have a special baby. The baby would be God's son, and she must call him Jesus. A few months later, when Mary was due to have her baby, they were told they had to go on a long journey to Bethlehem. Mary had to ride a donkey for a few days over the hills of Galilee. At last, Mary and Joseph arrived in Bethlehem. It was crowded with other people who needed to pay their taxes. Mary was very tired and needed a place to stay. At each inn, the story was the same. There was no room for them. Eventually, one kind innkeeper said he had a stable where he kept his animals. They were welcome to stay there. And so it was that a few hours later, Mary gave birth to her son in that stable. She wrapped Jesus in strips of cloth and laid him in a manger full of hay. At the same time, on a hillside overlooking Bethlehem, some shepherds were watching over their sheep. A bright light appeared in the sky. They were afraid. It was an angel sent by God. The angel told them not to be afraid, because he had some good news. He said the Son of God had been born, and they would find him in Bethlehem. The shepherds wanted to go and see the baby. When they arrived at the stable, they were filled with joy at seeing Jesus lying in a manger. They knelt down and worshipped him. They told Mary and Joseph how the angel had appeared in the sky and told them that Jesus was to be the Savior of the world. Is that a good story, Jake? I thought so too. Well, we hope you have a blessed and Merry Christmas. And thanks for watching Dan Spin. And we'll see you again next month. Bye. I know. Another thing to remember during the Christmas season is the cut. Hold on, don't cut. I see. Okay. There you go. Step back.
Continue.
Okay.